My name is Brother Kevin. I'm a local minister in the Christian church.
Louder, please. Louder, please.
This is my friend, Brother Joshua.
Yes.
And this message is for all those dear brethren in India. So I've got a few questions I'm going to ask Mr. Joshua, and he's going to explain it to you in terms that you would understand.
Louder, please. Louder. You must talk louder. Yes. Yeah.
So you were born in India.
I was born in India, my dear friend Kevin. Your pastor. I was born in India. I came here 12 years back to this country.
So talk to me about Gandhi. Why is he so important to people in India?
Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. We call him as Mahatma Gandhi. He's the father of our nation. He was a major freedom fighter. He gave us good values for India. He gave us the value of non-violence. That's very important. Mahatma Gandhi taught us non-violence as how you regard Martin Luther King, great man, Dr. Martin Luther King. So he fought for the black community and he is a freedom fighter.
Correct.
In the same way, Mahatma Gandhi, he gave us the concept of non-violence, truth. He also read the New Testament, Bible. He's a reader of Bible.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes, that's very interesting. Most people don't understand how important the Bible really is as a book of truth and non-violence for anyone who reads that.
Yes, my friend.
So now let's talk about how there may be ways that America and India has certain things in common.
Yeah.
So in America, we have certain holidays and national days of remembrance. Are there days like this for the people in India?
Yes, in India we have holidays, national and festival holidays. National holidays, we say August 15th.
Okay.
That's tomorrow.
And what is so significant about that day?
August 15th is Independence Day, India's Independence Day. India got freedom on that day. August 15th, 1947, we got the freedom, independence to form our own government.
Okay.
So that's, then other holidays, Republic Day, January 26th, and we have several other holidays. You know, that's what we have in national holidays, and we have festival holidays, local festival holidays. That differs from state to state.
Okay, so that is your Independence Day. Like in America, we have an Independence Day on July 4th. So, and you became independent from Great Britain the same way we did, right?
Yes, we got independence 1947. Then we formed the government. India formed their own government. We can elect the leaders. That's what the political freedom, the freedom given by the law. That is, you can form your own government. You can elect your own leaders.
Okay.
That's what. So that's the main freedom. And then you have other, by constitution, your basic fundamental rights and freedom. All these things are mentioned in the Constitution of India. And another man is important for the Indian Constitution is Dr. Ambedkar in India. He is a man who is behind.
Okay.
And he is a great man. So there are other freedom fighters like Patel, Sir Vallabhbhai Patel, and Sarojini Naidu. All these things. There are so many freedom fighters I can list. Sometimes I can show them the list.
Okay.
Yes, my friend.
So they were like martyrs.
Yes.
They gave their life for a higher cause, knowing that somebody would have some sense of freedom and peace.
Yes.
As a result of giving their life.
Yeah, this is the reason for giving their lives. The freedom fighters, they died. The reason is to give us freedom. That means they gave you freedom to rule you can be a leader in your own country. You can vote, you can be the leader. And they have given the own way you can form the constitution. The basic idea behind those things is to make you happy, and to choose what you like, to give a good life. That is the concept behind that.
Well, a lot of people in America have found out that although officially we're free, there's a lot of different types of bondages here. There are some very archaic laws and very
Okay.
restrictive things. There are some provisions here that a lot of people come to America to stay or find out and think, what is this? So I'm guessing that because we have this a global agenda that wants everybody to think that they have more rights than they really do. So I mean, does that also apply to India?
Yes, it's common everywhere. See, freedom is one side. The other side, how you use that freedom, how you appropriate those freedom in your life. For example, I give full freedom to my son.
Okay.
You give full freedom. You want him to enjoy the life. But if he gets into trouble, if he uses that freedom and gets into bad habit like that, what are some of the bad habits? Smoking, drinking, gets into gambling, all these things.
Yeah.
So what if he does that? What is the use of freedom? Though I live in a free country, those freedom is misused.
Okay.
And provided if it is not used it properly, when you not use those freedom properly, when you don't deal with that properly, the concept of freedom is to make you happy. But if you don't use those things properly, and if you misuse it, that leads to destruction. See, you get into slavery instead of freedom. Those habits makes you to be slave, and you have a bondage of those things.
They will control you.
That will control you.
The cigarette will tell you that you have to have a cigarette. The alcohol will tell you you have to have that alcohol. It's not something you're doing anymore as a passive thing, just that you can go and have a glass of wine or a beer and then move on. You have to keep drinking. You have to have more and more. And it's like
That's
that
right.
with drugs, and it's
Kevin,
even like that
yes,
with the
yes.
pursuit of wealth for some people.
Kevin, I agree with you certainly. Because some people ask me, what's wrong if I smoke? Hey, don't speak nonsense, man. What's wrong if I smoke? But I say, you're also right. But Bible says, when you come to Christianity, Bible says, body is a temple of God. So I should not defile it. Any habit, even any drink that could cause you damage for your health, it's defiling your body. So this is a simple answer. But any religion that tells you good thing, in our country, Hinduism is a major religion.
Okay.
Because they respect all other religions equally. That's Hinduism.
Okay.
I like it. But the major difference comes. Jesus died
As a freedom fighter.
He is a freedom fighter for our lives. Jesus is one of the freedom fighters for our lives. He gave us freedom from sins. That's why John chapter 8 verse 32 says, Mr. Kevin, you're a pastor, I need not.
Yes.
There is no need for me to preach to you. But this is the word we must realize. John 8:32 in the New Testament.
And ye shall know the truth.
Yes.
And the truth shall make you free. That's only when you know greater truths will you ever have a sense of freedom, because you can have a sense of freedom on the outside of your being, or you can have a sense of freedom on the inside of your being.
So other things I'll tell you, this prevents freedom. There is a fight in the family nowadays. Domestic violence is common in my country. My country is great because marriages are long lost. The divorce rate is, don't be offended, you're an American.
I know.
But
Go ahead.
the divorce rates are not that very much, not that much like what we see in America. But it is increasing in our country because there is violence. People get into all kind of habits. Alcoholism leads to domestic violence. That's what I have seen. One.
Yes.
Secondly, people lost their freedom because of their sinful ways, the wrong way of doing things. They get into trouble. False witness, false records, lies, fraud, lot of things, misappropriations, stealing, coveting something, no justice, all these things put you in slavery.
Yes, they do.
That's the bondage. Do you?
Yes, they do.
Mr. Kevin, do you agree with this?
I do.
So,
And this is not just true for India. This is true in almost every nation of this
Yes,
world,
yes,
because
yes.
everybody in this world is lacking certain truth. And until we as a humanity begin to reach those truths together and recognize who the real freedom fighters have been
you know,
across races and across cultures, there are certain freedom fighters like Dr. Martin Luther King was a freedom fighter for far more than just the black community.
Yes.
This is why every year on his Memorial Day that people come from around the world to recognize him. And I believe this is true for many of the freedom fighters in India too.
So, my friend, I want to conclude this. We used to say, this man is born free, but yet he is in chains. He might be, when he was born, he might be free, but he gets into chains. What are those chains? Nowadays, I don't want to see shooting across this. You know, the terrorism is all over the world. No, I don't like to say shooting. I don't want people to get into trouble. And can you say that you're really having a freedom nowadays? If there is a peace in the hearts of people, that is a real freedom.
That's right.
Peace that surpasses all understanding. Philippians chapter 4, verse 5, verse 6 or 7, if I remember right. Peace in your heart. That is the indicator of your freedom. The face is your indicator of your mind. When I lack peace in me, somewhere I lose freedom. So Jesus came to this world. That's what I conclude this. He gave us freedom from all bondages. My father had this testimony. He was a chain smoker. God delivered him. God delivered me. After that, God delivered me from so many bondages. I believe so, Mr. Kevin. I wish you good luck. And God will bless you for your time. You're a very busy man. You do business and you take care of your church. God will bless you. May the Lord bless our Indians and Americans with peace.
I wish everyone in India peace and truth.
Thank you so much. May
Thank
God
you.
bless you.